So welcome to the first episode of my Ultramarathon training diaries. I'm not really used to making videos, but you have to start somewhere, so here we go. I have been obsessed with running for a few years and I started doing ultramarathons about 2 years ago. Right now I'm staying in Australia and I thought it would be a good place to start documenting my training because I'm running in these beautiful environments. I'm staying at the edge of a national park, which is great. I can run along the coast every day, inside the national park on the trails, get some beautiful shots. So I thought this would be a good place to start documenting my training. I will create a video every week to document the past week, everything I did, my experiences during that week. I will highlight some sessions I did. So here we go for the first week of 2024. So the first week was really about adjusting. I'm originally from the Netherlands, but right now I'm staying in Australia. I've been here for 2 weeks and I'm staying here for 5 months in total, with a short break in New Zealand somewhere in those 5 months. So I have to get used to the climate over here. In the Netherlands it's winter right now, and in general it's a lot colder and a lot less humid than in Australia. So my main goal for these 5 months is to run the Ultra Trail Australia, which is a 100-kilometer run in May. It's in the Blue Mountains, which is right besides Sydney. It's in a national park called the Blue Mountains. It's a beautiful place. The mountains have a sort of blue glow over them, which is why they call them the Blue Mountains. There's a lot of elevation, so it's a 100-kilometer run and it has around 4,500 meters of elevation, which is a little bit more than I'm used to. I did 100-kilometer run before, which had around 2,700 meters of elevation gain. So it's going to be a new challenge for me. I'm excited for it. Yeah, it's still 19 weeks until the run, so I have a lot of time to prepare. So my base mileage right now is around 130 kilometers per week, and in the upcoming months I will gradually build up, I think, to around 160, 170 kilometers per week. So focus on volume, focus on elevation gain to prepare for the mountains, but also do some interval sessions in between just to keep up with the speed, although I will probably run a little bit slower than what I'm used to in the Netherlands. But yeah, the main goal is the Ultra Trail Australia and to run a really good race over there. Yeah, I'm not going to compete for the podium because there will be professional runners, which I'm not, but I will just try to run a good race and get a silver buckle, which is the buckle you get if you finish under 14 hours. So hopefully I will finish a little bit faster than 14 hours, but under 14 hours I would be happy with. So this week I ran 130 kilometers, which is just base mileage for me, nothing too crazy. It was mostly easy running. Easy is a little bit different here than what I'm used to in the Netherlands, because it's all uphill or downhill if I'm not staying in a little town. So if I go out of town, it's all rolling hills, which is nice. I enjoy that, but I have to get used to it a little bit and adjust my paces. Yeah, it was all easy running except one tempo session on Thursday and a little bit of a longer run on Saturday. So on Thursday I did one interval session. I did some kilometer repeats and I did 8 of them in total. I wanted to do them all under 3 minutes and 40 seconds per kilometer. Usually in the Netherlands that is not too difficult for me because my PR marathon pace is 3 minutes and 45 minutes, so below 3 minutes and 40 seconds should be doable. But I started struggling faster than I would have in the Netherlands, I think because of the heat and the humidity. I did 8 of them in total. I will show you the splits on the screen. So as you can see, the first 5 were all under 3 minutes and 40 seconds, but after the 5th one I started struggling. My breathing was going up, my heart rate was going up really fast, and I just couldn't hold it. Slowed down a little bit. So yeah, I think I have to adjust my expectations a little bit here, because it's just a different climate, and I think I won't be able to run the same paces as I'm used to in the Netherlands. So on Saturday I did a long run of 30 kilometers just to get used to running longer than 2 hours, which I am, but in December I had a bit of an off season, and I ran 500 kilometers for the whole month, but I didn't do anything longer than half marathons. So I want to build up the long runs again in preparation for the 100 kilometer race. It was a pretty good run, although I was struggling a bit towards the end. I think mainly because of the humidity and the heat. I think it was around 25 degrees, but it felt a lot hotter because of the humidity, so I was sweating a lot. And I think the 1 liter of fluids I had with me wasn't really enough, but I enjoyed it. It was a variety of roads and trails. So the roads here are all rolling hills, nothing's really flat, except a few loops in the little town I'm staying in. But once you get out of the town, it's all uphill or downhill. Not too steep, but it's all either uphill or downhill. But I enjoy that, and it's a good preparation for my ultramarathon. So from this week on I will increase the long runs on Saturday to maybe 32, 34, 36. I will probably go until 50 or 60 kilometers to prepare for the 100 kilometer run, but I will gradually build that up in the upcoming weeks. Still have 19 weeks to go, so that's a long time. So I'm focusing on building volume, getting more elevation gain into my legs, slowly, because I don't want to get injured. Yeah, so that will be my focus for the upcoming months, and I will document my training every week.